Stress can snowball as a parent. There's so much to do, so little time. Did I pack everything in the diaper bag that I needed to? Is the stroller in the car? Where the heck is the sound machine? How many burp rags do I have clean? Oh man, there's no clean onesies. Whew. I know that as a new dad, but you gotta crank that up to 10 when you're a mom. Moms run the world. Moms make things happen. They balance, they carry everything. They carry the family. When mom gets tired, when mom gets overwhelmed, when mom is stressed, has a headache, has a migraine, well, the world ends. It is on fire. It's not good. But honestly, when we talk to moms about this thing, they're tough. They get through it. They push through it. And they do it for their kids, and they do it for their family. They do it through work. They do it for life. But it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't. So if you are a mom or a dad and you are struggling with, or your wife is struggling with tension through the shoulders, with neck pain, with headaches and migraines, with being fatigued and tired and feeling like we're stuck in this hunched over position all the time, all day long, this is for you. If all of this discomfort, pain drains your mood, covers you in fatigue, and you are just in a constant state of, I don't even know if I can keep my eyes open, listen up. It's easy to treat all these things on their own. Headaches and pain, pop an Excedrin or an acetaminophen, or, oh wait, no, then we get some, long-term use side effects. Maybe that's not the way to do it. Tension, just get a massage. Just get a massage. You'll feel better afterwards. You will. You'll feel better afterwards. But the next day or 2 days later, you're going to feel the same way again. But overall, these symptoms are connected to our hormones, to our energy, to our sleep, and to our emotions. The deep connector in all of that is the nervous system. Just, surprise, we're talking about the nervous system again. It's that horse. We're still beating it. But today we're going to talk about that neurological connections, how you can measure it and test it and actually see how we can help it. That's the cool thing. So if you are a mom or you are somebody who is very close to a mom who is dealing with burnout, stress, fatigue, headaches, migraines, tiredness, if you're helping a mom that is struggling, this is for you. If you're not, share it with somebody who is. Easy as that. So as you've probably seen, most of our practice, we see pediatrics and moms. I joke around all the time when we have a family come in and a dad says, well, can you adjust me? Yeah, buddy, hold on. But in order for adults to come see me at my practice, they have to have a kid that allows them to come in. They have to be referred in by their kid. But being a family and pediatric chiropractor, I see this a lot. Mom will come in, bunch of kids, hop on the table, everybody get adjusted. And mom just kind of takes a sigh of relief as she sits down. And I'll say, hey, mom, how you doing? And she'll say, fine, not even thinking about it. And then if I ask again, because I usually do, because she didn't hear the question the first time. She was thinking of all the different things that she has to finish that day, all of the stress that she's got going on, all of the tons of things. Things. And that second time, she hears the question. And that's when we really find out what's going on. So, hey, you hold it together better than I ever could. I respect that. But I know that you want some help too. Stress takes multiple forms. We've got physical stress, that physical, exhaustive, musculoskeletal strain. We've got environmental stress, down to temperature. Temperature could be a stress. Chemicals in our environment. Lots of stuff going on. It's great if we have thrown away all the plastics and we're all BPA free and everything's in glass containers, but there's still so much junk around us. And we're in South Florida. There's mold, there is all sorts of stuff. And then emotional stress. You've got kids, you just had a baby. That's a lot. This isn't an easy road. And it's okay to have these things stressing us. Our bodies are designed to handle that stress. And when those three types of stresses together overcome our body's ability to handle it, well, that's when we see this breakdown in these problems. It's easy to separate our mind from the discomfort, but our physical body, that's the part we can't separate. That's the part that feels us. our neuromuscular system is going to be where we hold all that tension. A lot of times moms will say, oh yeah, I hold it all right here in my shoulders and the back of my neck. And then these headaches kind of come around and they feel like a hat, and that hat's just squeezing my head like a vice. It feels like it's going to pop. It causes that tension through our shoulders. It causes tension in our jaw. We might clench our teeth or grind our teeth at night. We might kind of find ourselves in this forward-leaning, stuck forward posture because, well, first off, most kids are smaller than us, and so we're down here. But that's also that kind of protective environment or that protective position that we put ourselves in. And we don't always realize this, but these are physical responses to stress. And that stress doesn't necessarily go away. That stress is a day in and day out thing, and that wears on our body. And so when we say, oh, no, that's not my problem. I can stand up with good posture. Yeah, right now, let's play a game. I want you to assume the best, most perfect posture possible and see how long you can hold that for. I'm going to guess you might hit 5 minutes if you're good, but what will happen is slowly over time, you'll start to come back into that forward folded state. Another little exercise I like to do is put both hands on your belly. We're going to fold over, push into that belly, and try and take a deep breath. Okay? Now, we're not always pushing on our belly, but essentially when we're slouched over, that's the position that we're in. You stand up nice and tall, take that deep breath, and you can actually feel your lungs expand all the way. It's wild. And so we got to think, if we're in this stuck, scared, fight or flight, sympathetic posture all the time, if we're protecting ourselves, then we're not able to breathe like we should be able to. It's affecting that brain-body connection. And the really interesting thing about it is that can be measured. And I'm going to show you in a minute what that looks like. We can see how it's affecting the brain and the body, not only leading to headaches and tension up through here, or that pain between your shoulder blades, or at the top of your traps, base of your neck, but it also has an effect in lack of sleep and adrenal fatigue and mood. It's not just a musculoskeletal thing. It's a neuromusculoskeletal thing, and it involves your nervous system. It involves your autonomic nervous system, and that's the part you can't control. That's the part that balances between that fight or flight, I need to be on the ball all the time handling the stress, with the parasympathetic nervous system, that rest and digest and grow. And that's what mom needs. Mom needs sleep. She needs to have good sleep. She needs to have the nutritious food that she eats be able to assimilate into her body and become new cells and new material and be able to nourish, which is stressed if the gut motility is down and the gut function is down because we're in this stress stuck on state all the time. So take a look at this. This is what tiredness looks like on an EMG scan. This scan looks at posture and the energy that the brain is using to keep us going each and every day. Yellow shows us where the body is tired, and red shows us where it's overcompensating and using way too much energy. You can also tie these areas to neurology. This area of more red is directly tied to the sympathetic or the gas pedal side of communication with the brain. While this yellow, worn out, tired area is an area where it's tied to the adrenals and hormonal response to stress. This is exactly why moms feel worn down and wound up at the same time, which is always one of those weird things, right? How could you be exhausted and just jacked at the same time? Our bodies are amazing. They are. It's even more amazing trying to figure out why they can be so crazy sometimes. But this scan that we just showed you is a pretty good indicator of how that can happen and what we see a lot. So helping to calm and balance this is key in both the physical struggles that moms and dads, just parents, deal with, and with headaches and pain. But it can also be that missing link into hormone regulation, sleep, and your mood. So if this sparks something, if this is you, dads, if you've got a mom at home that needs this, if this is her, then politely share this with her. If you are friends with somebody or you have people in your family who this would benefit, please share this with them. Shoot them a DM, shoot them a PM, shoot them a AM, get it to their messages, text them, let them know that there's something out there that's different, that's not taking acetaminophen, that's not getting trigger point injections, that's not looking at treating a symptom, which is just basically a warning light that something's going on underneath. They can actually address the root cause of what's going on. And that's what we're here for. If you have questions, hop on our website, schedule a 15-minute call. I'm happy to talk through what's going on with you in detail. If you have direct questions, sometimes people are afraid to ask questions on a social media site. They don't want to get flamed, whatever. Shoot it down below in the comments. I'll do my best to answer it. You're taking the initiative and asking a question might help a mom, a dad, somebody in the family that's not ready to ask that question, but when they see it, they know that it rings true to them. I'm here for you. Let me know how I can help you. I'll talk to you soon. I'll see you soon. Take care.